Screencast for assignment alternate history, 2 point, uh, week 3. Um, the assignment, I'm going to talk about Steve Jobs and what the event was. The event I'm talking about the most is the creation of Apple Incorporated from the ground up. Um, Steve Jobs created the company, started the company back in 1970s, 75, 76. Um, and I believe the biggest um, the biggest thing about it was a good company. The significance was just, I mean, of what he was able to do with the company was just really, really cool. Um, it doesn't exactly base any war attempts, but I was reading that the the Mac and the iOS for iPhones are now being used in military for military personnel, military units to be able to talk and talk with their family if they're deployed in Iraq or Afghanistan or something like that. Um, the event that really sets out the most is the just the founding of Apple and really where it led to. One thing I did notice when I was scrolling through is Pixar. Um, Pixar really kind of set off back in 1970s because they was looking for a better way to do animations, and they didn't know what kind of computer was powerful enough at this time for them to be able to do that. So they hired Steve Jobs in um, to sell high-end computer graphics to hospitals, the army, to help them achieve those high-end graphics. Um, and the alternate history part of this is imagine if Steve Jobs didn't found Apple. Where would the technology have went from there? Um, Pixar not being able to take Pixar for instance, Pixar not being able to use his software that he has created to pretty much make the animations in the movies that we've seen today. Imagine that if it wasn't there, how would these movies look, and how long would it take before the graphics were more up to date? And I really think that that's one of the biggest events around in Steve Jobs' career or his life was the fact that he got to help Pixar, with different graphics and coming up with a graphic design per se to be able, or software to be able to run these high-end graphics, computer graphics, be able to make all these high-end animations that they use now. Um, it's just one of them things that really kind of sets out. So just imagine when you're looking at a Disney movie or when you're looking at a cartoon, just think, where we would be at if Steve Jobs didn't sell his high-end, computer graphics and workstations to institutions like Pixar and hospitals and even the army, and where would the animation have gone if Steve Jobs wasn't there to contribute to the biggest part of it.